The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Howell, first play, going to throw it. That is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. Throw right side, complete to Dotson. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. The NFL's 2nd leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The Eagles had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down and a gain of 11. If you're these receivers, you've got to be ready because when he's going to throw a pick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. You talk about this Washington defense. Now, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been a bit...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Third and 8. Howell throwing on third down here. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one too low. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go. It's Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes to get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In motion, the tight end. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Brissett's throw complete to Dotson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37.
Now a 2nd and 2. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Brissett to throw on first. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 12.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Over the middle here to Brown. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go play action with Brissett. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Some of all these coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what was going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talking about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First down, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Brissett now. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Brissett sets to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Second and 10.
At the 7-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's got space past the 25. Curtis Samuel moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. They'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brissett. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. It's a gain of 6.
Throwing. Brissett.
Washington.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a give to Gibson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the number 2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. their own 20-yard line.
Don't touch that.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here now, a third down and 8.
Call up, Yanni. Hey.
Here's Hurts to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Brissett. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Brissett again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And some room to work. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Crowd left, get it. Hey, 73, 73. Crowd left, get it.
He'll look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hurts. He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
73, 73.
Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front. The front. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Quick throw complete. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out of his end zone, Brissett. That's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Gibson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, Brissett. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there or the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. On 3rd down, Brissett. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they got this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for Eagles.
But first down, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 38, Eagles 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that
it's caught at the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Henry will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And now here is another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Commanders 45, Eagles 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. One more time with Gibson. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Throwing, Brissett. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Slide for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Commanders 52, Eagles 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second and a couple. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Hey, Silver. Michael Hornet. Hey, easy, 63, bang.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Brissett.
At the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of performance,